Hey everyone, it's 604 Comics here. I've got my review for Uncanny X-Men issue number 2. So here we go. We've got Emma Frost on the cover. Like I said, she's got that new look, that punk look, and I'm not a big fan of it. I really enjoyed her old costume much more better. So that is something that is probably never going to change in my opinion. But this issue, we start off with Emma Frost. She's got this internal monologue where she wants to blame everybody for what's happening to her, the fact that she can't control her powers, but ultimately she blames herself because she let herself get into the situation. Scott comes along and then they talk about I guess everything that's happened and what they're going to be doing going forward. Scott gives her the option to stay or leave, and Emma decides to ultimately stay with Scott and I guess be a teacher and help guide all these new mutants that Scott is recruiting. And they go and they talk to Scott's got a group of all the new mutants there. He's playing back the tape of when the Sentinels attacked, and Scott's explaining to them that there's tons of new mutants that are now popping up, and these are just the first. And Scott wants I guess all the mutants to come together and help save their race. We also see more of the guy that shoots out the gold balls, and we also see the new Charles Xavier School for Mutants, and it's this underground base. Now, I have no clue how they built this thing. It's underground. There was only Magneto, Emma Frost, Magic, and Scott. So how they were able to build this amazing underground bunker is something my mind can't comprehend. But it's comics, so I shouldn't question it. Some of the new mutants, they want to go home and they want to at least make sure their parents know that they're all right. Some of them don't want to go home because there's nothing back home for them. But ultimately, they do decide to go to one of their homes. I forgot her name, but the Australian girl that can manipulate time and space. They go back to her place in Australia. She meets up with her mom. But while she's there, Magneto, meanwhile, has stayed behind. And if you read issue number 1, then you know that he's the traitor, and I guess he is informing S.H.I.E.L.D. that the team has gone to Australia, and that is how we see the Avengers come, and I guess they're going to try to capture them. So this ending is something that makes me want to get issue number 3 because I want to see some more fighting. And there's Spider-Woman and there's Captain Marvel, 2 of my favorite characters, so I definitely always want to see more of those guys. This issue, again, it was pretty much like the first issue. It wasn't amazing. It moved the story along, but it's not something that, unlike All New X-Men, makes me want to read this non-stop, although the ending was intriguing. I already said that I didn't like Emma Frost's new costume. I really don't like Magneto's new look. He's got this bald look. Was he always bald? I'm not sure, but he's got this look and he's got this cloak. It looks like he's a survivor from some apocalypse in the future. I don't like how Magneto's looking in this new comic. So I'm not going to get over that. Maybe it might look better with a different artist because I'm not a big fan of Chris Bachalo. But there you go. Uncanny X-Men issue number 2. It's a middle of the road comic for me, so I'm going to give it a middle of the road score, 3 out of 5. So that's it. That's my review for Uncanny X-Men issue number 2. Thanks for watching, guys.